the power of the devil deceives to say, no, no, you're going to be around for a long, long time. And they never wake up. And eventually there is a judgment. And then you have to decide, or God decides, not how you want to see yourself anymore, but how God sees you. And how God sees you is who you really are. And so that's how I chose to go at this particular case. I had no choice but to go in. And I hear the screams in my heart. I hear the screams because of the agents that I got to work with, got to show me things. And they, one particular time, he says, "Are you sure you want to go further?" But I was weeping so hard. I said, "This is what Tim goes through. This is what I got. I got to see it in order to go into there to take people to a level of, will you do something? Will you do something?" At some point, it ends for all of us. And so the pain in my heart is much better than the pain in the future. And if I have to see that to save my children, to motivate me to save my niece, to tell my sister, no, walking home at 13 years old from school is not a good choice. Not a good choice. My sister says to me, no, I want my daughter, excuse me, to have the same kind of experience I have. And I said, no, not until this changes. You need to understand. So, Anne.
So, will you do something? I mean, this is you look it up. Look up the Sound of Freedom. Look at the media coverage on this, and it's the same crap that they were saying about what Alex Jones was claiming about the pedophile rings and the wealthy potentially abusing children in these circumstances and some very dark things going on, and it just continues. The suppression and denial just continues, including with a movie that's being released based on true story. All they have is criticism for this. Criticism that they're fueling conspiracy theories that are outside the scope of the things that they want you to believe. Well, where's the list from Ghislaine Maxwell? I mean, we were talking about this a year plus ago. I don't even know how long it's been, to be honest. It's been a very long time. She's been sentenced. She's spending time in jail. I think she's got a 20-year sentence to serve. Still no names. No pressure whatsoever to release those names, because if those names are released, there's way too many people in positions of power and who have great amounts of wealth. There's too much for them to lose for them to allow that to happen. That's why they murdered Epstein. And so if you're still on the camp that is disputing that there are people in this world that are abusing children, that are trafficking human beings, and their primary goal is to harm innocents to the highest degree possible, whether they just want to see something beautiful destroyed or whether they have true evil inside of them. I'm not sure what their motivations are. It's disgusting, and I don't know why more people are not more adamant about saying we need this information to be released. This is absolutely bullshit that this is not being put out there so that these people face consequences for these types of things. And most people are too distracted with their little ecosystem. They only see what's in front of them. As long as it's not their kids, as long as it's not my neighbor's kids. Oh, it's some kids I don't know, so I don't care ultimately. I don't care enough to write my legislator and say, "Hey, what's going on with this?" I don't care enough to go online and post about this. Even go on videos like this and provide more exposure, like videos that are exposing this stuff. Comment on these videos that are exposing these types of things. Try and find Facebook groups that you can get involved with where you can talk to people about what you can do. Because if you just sit there and you don't do anything and you're not giving a voice to this, you're giving a voice to other things, you're putting your eyeball on other things that really ultimately don't matter in the scope of things. It's just mindless entertainment. My opinion, you're complicit. You're maybe not directly culpable for these acts, but you are complicit by allowing it. The only thing it takes for evil to succeed is for good people to do nothing. Don't be a good person who does nothing. Be part of the solution. Please. Please do something.